Hey everyone, today we're brushing a bit of soft moisturizer onto our cheeks, watching how it catches the light as the morning sun peeks through the curtain. The house is quiet. The mirror is honest. And your reflection lined yes, but still full of grace tells a story no serum ever could. And maybe growing older isn't about fading. Maybe it's just becoming softer in a world that always asked you to be hard. So before you get too comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you truly enjoy what we do here at Golden Beauty. Let me know your age or just say hi and tell me your favorite self-care ritual these days. Now take a deep breath. Maybe put on your coziest robe and let's begin today's reflection. You catch your reflection in the hallway mirror. The light is soft and you pause. There she is, the woman you've grown into. Her eyes carry decades of stories, her cheeks aren't quite as full, and there are soft lines around her mouth from years of laughter, worry, and love. You take a closer look, not critically, just curiously. You tilt your head, smile just a little. There was a time you'd rush past this mirror, barely glancing. Too busy, too unsure, too focused on fixing something hair skin the way your blouse fit. But now you pause. Not because you're chasing youth, but because you've learned something precious. Beauty never really leaves, just settles in different places. It settles in your warmth, your wisdom, the way you greet a new day with a quiet resilience that younger women haven't yet grown into. That mirror doesn't lie, it doesn't hide. And maybe for the first time, it also doesn't hurt. You don't need to be 20 again to feel lovely. You simply need to look with gentler eyes. Still, there are moments, mornings, especially where you wonder, is there more I could do to feel a little brighter? Not younger, but fresher, a bit more radiant when you go out for coffee, when you sit in the garden, when someone you love catches a glimpse of you and smiles. That's where these beauty tricks come in, not to change you, but to remind you. You are still allowed to glow, to enjoy the ritual of self-care, not as a correction, but as a kind of grace. Think of these next steps as soft cloths for polishing a cherished silver locket, not to make it look new, but to let it shine again. So, as you begin this gentle walk through 8 thoughtful ways to care for your beauty, your real earned soulful beauty, know this, nothing is missing. We're just inviting a little more light in. You pour a glass of water and hold it in both hands for a moment, letting the coolness seep into your palms. It's a simple thing, water, but somehow it feels like a small act of devotion. You take a sip slowly, and it feels like your body is saying, thank you. Hydration is often the first thing to slip through the cracks of a busy day, but as we age, it becomes more essential than ever. You've probably noticed that your skin doesn't hold moisture the way it once did, and that's not your imagination. After 60, your skin's ability to retain water naturally decreases, which can lead to dryness, fine lines, and a dull tone that doesn't reflect how alive you feel inside. But here's the beauty of it: you can bring that glow back, not with drastic measures, but with small, consistent habits. Begin with your insides. Drink water throughout the day, not out of guilt, but with the same calm intention you bring to a morning stretch or an evening tea. If plain water feels uninspired, add a slice of lemon, a few mint leaves, or a dash of cucumber. Herbal teas, coconut water, and water-rich foods like watermelon, cucumber, and leafy greens can also help replenish you from within. Then tend to your skin like you would tend to a delicate orchid. Moisturize while your skin is still slightly damp, right after a shower or a warm washcloth. Look for rich, nourishing ingredients like hyaluronic acid or glycerin, which hold onto water and help your skin stay plump and luminous. Think of them as a soft veil sealing in the goodness. And remember, long hot showers may feel comforting, but they strip your skin of its natural oils. Try a warm, gentle shower instead, followed by a thick cream or oil that locks in moisture. It doesn't need to be expensive. What matters is that it feels good, that it becomes a ritual of softness, not a task. So, the next time you take a sip of water or press a hydrating serum into your cheeks, imagine it as a gift to your body, not to chase youth, but to honor your radiance. Your skin, after all, is not aging, it is simply thirsty for your attention. You stand at your bathroom sink, the light is gentle and familiar, and your hands move with quiet rhythm. A few years ago, you might have reached for half a dozen products, one to firm, one to peel, another to erase something. But now, you've learned to reach for what feels kind. Skincare after 60 isn't about fighting time. It's about supporting your skin like you would an old friend. It's about knowing what to let go of and what to keep close. Because your skin is no longer just a surface. It's a storybook. And it deserves care that speaks in whispers, not shouts. Let's start simply. First, a cleanser. Many women overuse harsh cleansers that leave their skin feeling tight or squeaky. But tight isn't clean, it's stripped. Choose a gentle, creamy cleanser that keeps your natural oils intact. Ingredients like glycerin aloe or oat extracts are especially kind to mature skin. And instead of scrubbing your face, pat it softly with a clean towel, like drying a delicate teacup. Next, serums. Think of them as little love letters for your skin. A serum with hyaluronic acid is perfect for replenishing moisture. If you want firmness, look for peptides. They gently encourage collagen without irritation. And apply them not by rubbing, but by pressing. Just 2 or 3 drops pressed gently into your skin like you're settling in for a quiet evening. Then comes your moisturizer. This is your hug, your final layer of protection and comfort. If your skin feels tight, choose something richer with ceramides or natural oils. If you lean more oily, a lighter gel cream can still nourish without overwhelming. And always bring that moisturizer down to your neck and chest. These areas tell your story too. And finally, sunscreen. Even now, even in winter, even when you're just stepping outside for a short walk, broad spectrum SPF 30 or higher protects your skin's collagen and helps preserve that soft, even tone. It's not about fear of the sun, it's about walking into the light with wisdom. So rather than overwhelming your counter and your mind, simplify. Choose a few gentle, effective products that feel like a ritual, not a rescue mission. Let your skincare become less about correction and more about connection. You slice a ripe avocado and feel the smoothness under your fingers. A handful of berries tumble into a ceramic bowl, deep purples and reds glistening in the morning sun. Without even thinking about it, you've just created a moment of nourishment not only for your body, but for your skin. Because the truth is, your glow doesn't begin at your vanity. It begins in your kitchen. Your skin, like every part of you, reflects what you give it. And the foods you choose can either support its natural radiance or slowly dull its shine. Let's start with collagen. You've probably seen it advertised in jars and powders, but what most women don't realize is that your body naturally produces collagen, especially when you feed it the right building blocks. Think vitamin C from oranges and bell peppers, or the protein and amino acids found in eggs, lentils, and bone broth. These aren't fads, they're quiet helpers your body knows how to use. And then there are healthy fats, the kind your skin drinks in like rain on dry earth. A spoonful of olive oil, a few slices of avocado, a sprinkle of chia seeds in your yogurt. These support the lipid barrier in your skin, helping it stay smooth, supple, and more resistant to fine lines. Omega-3s found in walnuts or salmon work from the inside out to calm inflammation and preserve elasticity. It's not about counting calories or avoiding entire food groups. It's about remembering that real food that grew from the earth, not a box, carries the kind of beauty you can feel in your fingertips. Try starting your day with a smoothie, almond milk spinach berries, avocado, and a dash of chia. It's like giving your skin a bouquet of nutrients before you even get dressed. But there's also wisdom in knowing what to limit. Sugar, alcohol, processed foods, they can create inflammation that wears down your skin structure. You don't need to eliminate everything, just notice. Replace soda with herbal tea. Choose dark chocolate over candy. Let nourishment be a kindness, not a punishment. You are not on a diet, you are feeding your glow. And every time you sit down to a meal that feels fresh, warm, and whole, you are quietly saying to yourself, I am worth taking care of. You stand near the window, brushing your hair slowly, the bristles gliding through silver and gold strands that have softened with time. Some days your hair feels thinner, lighter, but it still holds a memory of who you've always been, strong, feminine, expressive. And with the right care, it still dances in the light. As we age, our hair changes just like our skin. Hormones shift, collagen decreases, the oils that once made your hair glossy become less abundant. But that doesn't mean beauty fades, it simply invites you to care differently. Let's begin from the inside. Hair needs nourishment to grow full and strong. Protein-rich foods like eggs, beans, and salmon help rebuild every strand from the root. Biotin and vitamin B found in leafy greens and nuts strengthen the hair shaft and reduce breakage. Omega-3s support scalp health, and zinc helps prevent thinning. A daily meal rich in these nutrients becomes more than just food, it becomes a silent beauty ritual. Now for your products. Many women unknowingly use shampoos with harsh sulfates and alcohol which strip natural oils and leave hair dry and brittle. Look instead for sulfate-free hydrating formulas with ingredients like keratin, aloe vera, or collagen. A gentle shampoo cleanses without depleting. A good conditioner softens without flattening. Apply conditioner only from the mid-length to the ends to preserve volume at the crown. And yes, heat tools can help you feel polished, but too much heat ages your hair. Try letting your hair air dry halfway before styling. Use a wide tooth comb instead of a brush on wet strands, and consider sleeping on a silk pillowcase. It reduces friction, frizz, and breakage while feeling luxuriously soft against your skin. Now let's talk style. If you've been holding onto a long, heavy cut that no longer feels right, consider this: a soft shoulder-length bob with gentle layers can bring back volume and movement. Lighter styles lift the face and make your features feel brighter. A good stylist will know how to create shape without sacrificing length, because this isn't about going short, it's about finding your flow. And finally, color. If you color your hair, avoid flat one-tone shades. Deep blacks and cool-toned blondes can wash you out or harden your look. Instead, opt for warm tones, golden chestnut honey, soft caramel highlights. They add dimension, warmth, and life. Your hair doesn't need to be thick to be beautiful. It just needs to feel loved, cared for, and free to move with grace. You open your makeup drawer and smile at the familiar tools: the soft brush that fits just right in your hand, the lipstick you've worn for years on special days, the mirror that sees you exactly as you are. And maybe today, you feel like adding just a bit more light to your face, not to hide, but to honor the beauty that's still here. Makeup in our 60s and 70s isn't about transformation, it's about quiet elevation. Think of it like watercolor soft strokes that enhance rather than overwhelm. Because the goal isn't to erase time, it's to glow within it. Begin with hydration. Before foundation, always prep your skin with a light, hydrating moisturizer. This helps your makeup glide on instead of clinging to dry patches or settling into fine lines. If your skin feels especially dry, a drop of facial oil can make all the difference. Next, foundation. Skip the thick matte formulas. Go for a sheer buildable coverage like a tinted moisturizer or lightweight foundation with a satin finish. Apply with a damp sponge and press it gently into your skin. It's more forgiving than fingers or brushes and leaves a soft, natural look. For concealer, less is more. Instead of covering your entire under eye, dab a small amount in the inner corners where darkness tends to gather and gently blend outward. This brightens without caking. And if your eyes are puffy, try keeping your concealer in the fridge. The coolness helps soothe and depuff. Now blush, the unsung hero of mature beauty. Apply it higher on your cheekbones, not on the apples, to lift the face. Warm peach, soft rose, or coral shades bring life and color without looking harsh. Cream blushes melt into the skin and offer a youthful, dewy glow that powders often lack. For the eyes, soften your palette. Ditch the harsh black eyeliner and go for warm browns, taupes, or grays. Focus on the upper lash line and gently smudge for a lifted effect. Avoid heavy shimmer. Instead, choose satin or matte shadows that enhance your natural shape. Curl your lashes, add a coat of non-clumping mascara, and you'll feel instantly more awake. And don't forget the brows. Thinner, lighter brows are natural with age, but filling them in softly with a pencil or powder can beautifully frame your face. Use short feathered strokes and brush upward to lift and define. Lastly, lips. Swap dry matte lipsticks for creamy hydrating formulas in warm shades: mauve, rosewood, soft coral. A little liner in your natural lip color keeps things tidy and prevents feathering. And just like that, your smile becomes the finishing touch. This isn't a mask, it's a celebration, a soft illumination of all that you are. You walk past a window and catch your reflection, not your face this time, but your posture. Shoulders rounded from years at a desk. Neck slightly forward from reading glasses and daily habits. It's subtle, but it's there. And in that moment, you remember something you once knew: how it felt to stand tall, to enter a room with presence, to move like you belonged. Posture isn't just about how you carry your body, it's how you carry your life. And it's one of the most underestimated beauty tricks of all. Standing tall instantly lifts your chest, elongates your neck, and draws your face upward. It smooths the lines around your jaw, reduces the appearance of sagging, and softens the tension in your brow. The change is quiet but undeniable. You look more open, more rested, more radiant. Start with this simple image. Imagine a silk thread gently pulling from the crown of your head toward the sky. Let your shoulders melt down, not back, just relaxed. Tuck your chin slightly and feel your spine grow long. Inhale, exhale. There it is. That small shift already makes you look more vibrant. Now turn inward. Think about your facial expression. You might be surprised how often you're holding tension in your forehead, your jaw, or your brow. Years of frowning in concentration or squinting in sunlight can leave invisible stress marks on your face. But the good news is they can be softened not with needles, but with awareness. Try this as you sip your tea or fold laundry. Gently notice your face. Are you furrowing your brow, clenching your jaw? Press your fingertips to your temples. Breathe into the tightness. Massage lightly along your brow and behind your ears. Each touch is a message to your nervous system: soften, soften, soften. Even better, begin to incorporate facial exercises, little movements that lift tone and wake up the muscles beneath your skin. Just a few minutes a day, smiling wide to lift your cheeks, stretching your neck to firm your jawline, gently pressing your brows upward to open tired eyes. These aren't just vanity tools, they're vitality tools. Because when you carry yourself with grace and when your expression reflects peace rather than strain, you glow. And not in the highlighter and contour kind of way, in the she's lived and she's living beautifully kind of way. Your reflection in the mirror shifts not because your face changed, but because your presence did. You sit quietly at the edge of your bed, perhaps with a warm mug in your hands. There's no rush today, no need to rush into fixing or doing, just being. And in that quiet space, you realize something important: how you feel about yourself radiates far more beauty than anything you can apply to your skin. Your mindset, your relationship with yourself is the most transformative beauty ritual of all. Because confidence, joy, and peace show up on your face. They soften your gaze, they lift your posture, they change the way others see you and the way you see you. Start with your inner voice, that whisper in your mind when you look in the mirror. Is it gentle, encouraging? Or does it repeat old messages that no longer serve you? Replace them, not with fake positivity, but with loving truths. Tell yourself, I am beautiful at every age. I am allowed to change and still be radiant. My life shows on my skin, and that is a gift, not a flaw. Then think about how you move through the world. Do you walk into rooms with your head held low or high? Confidence isn't loud or boastful. It's the quiet knowing that you belong wherever you are, that you have nothing to prove and everything to offer. And don't underestimate the power of smiling. Not the forced kind, but the kind that comes from within. Smiling relaxes the muscles of your face, lifts your energy, and signals to others and to yourself that you are open to joy. It's a natural facelift, no surgery required. Surround yourself with beauty, not just in things, but in people. Choose relationships that lift you, not drain you. Unfollow voices online or off that make you feel small. Fill your space with music you love, books that nourish, colors that warm your soul. Beauty is energy, and you deserve to be surrounded by energy that feeds your light. Finally, remember your purpose. You are not just someone who once was, you are someone who is. You have wisdom to share, humor to offer, tenderness to give. Whether you're painting, gardening, caring for others, or simply being present, you are still becoming. A woman who knows her worth doesn't need to chase youth. She carries something rarer, a glow that comes from within. The kind that lights a room when she enters it, not because she's flawless, but because she's real. And that is the most beautiful thing of all. So now you close the drawer. The serum is tucked away, the brush rests softly on the counter, and your robe hugs your shoulders just right. But something feels different. Not because you've added anything to yourself, but because you've remembered something. You've remembered that beauty, real beauty, isn't something you chase. It's something you uncover. It's in the way you take your time in the morning, the way you speak to yourself with tenderness instead of critique. It's in the way you notice the softness in your own smile, the strength in your hands, the light behind your eyes. Maybe that light dims some days, especially when the world feels loud or when your body surprises you with a new ache or change. But that light never disappears. It's always there. Sometimes all it takes is a quiet moment, a glass of water, or the gentle glide of moisturizer across your skin to bring it back into focus. Aging teaches you to let go of urgency, of comparison, of trying so hard. And in its place, it gives you something better: clarity, depth, a deeper knowing of who you are and what really matters. So, if today's reflection offered you one small idea, let it be this: you are not becoming less. You are becoming more luminous, more centered, more you. Let your beauty be soft. Let it be true. Let it be something that no one can define, but everyone can feel. End of script. Have a beautiful day.